Who's to know?
Hi everybody, it's noathemoney and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another Sims 4 speed building video. In this video I'm building a house for a couple who's expecting or maybe just had their first child. And in this build I also put a secret basement. Because once every few months I remember the Sims 4 has basements. So instead of the upstairs I made a basement, and because like I said in my previous video, I want to make a save file, and in this save file I want to have a lot of diversity. So not just the same Sims, but also not the same houses, because I tend to use the same furniture or the same flooring or wallpaper or just the same type of houses in general. So I'm trying to switch it up a little bit, and if you have any tips or any houses you want to see from me, just leave it down in the comments. I always like to build the houses you guys suggest in my comments. For example, with the Tiny House Thursday, I loved it. I love the ideas. But anyway, about the build. I struggled a lot with the roofing, I'm not gonna lie. I'm always struggling with roofing, so I cut a lot of the footage out and I changed a lot of it, and you'll see in just a minute it's a little bit different from a clip here before. But I had in mind what I wanted to build for a couple with a nursery, and then I thought with the basement it's nice, so then I was just building. I did not have a reference picture, but I just started building and just did it. Okay, so for the Sims living here, I imagined this for a couple, of course, and I imagined one being an athlete and one being in the secret agent career. I never play with that career. I never built for that career. I just totally forgot it existed, and I imagined these Sims maybe met in university and they shared an apartment before, and then they found out they were expecting and they bought this house. It's not the most expensive house, but it's roughly 65,000 simoleons, and maybe they just saved up a lot and they wanted to move to a bigger house, and maybe the parents helped, I don't know, it's all up to you. But I tried to decorate it with not the most expensive furniture and not the most matching furniture, but I like to mix and match it a little bit so it looks a little bit more real, a little bit more like they're not really comfortable but kind of struggling with money. And by the way, this house is built in Willow Creek on a 30 by 20, and with the exterior I try to use a lot of base game, and I tend to reach more for the base game items lately, and I really like those items. And now I'm just building a little bit more and not so much playing. I think it would be fun to have a base game house, to build a base game house. And when I was first starting to build a little bit, I didn't like base game. I was just all over the expansion packs, because when I played The Sims 3 I did not have any expansion packs. So now I thought with The Sims 4 I'm buying those packs and I'm playing with those packs. But also there has been a lot of base game updates, so the base game is so fun to play with. You don't need all the packs, and I regret buying some of the packs. So if you just have base game, it's not the end of the world. It's perfectly fine to play with. I mean, I've played with Sims 4 base game a long time, and also with Sims 3 base game I've played a long time. But as you can see, the build is coming a little bit together. I'm also working on landscaping more and just spending more time on the landscaping, because I did not like my first builds I put on my channel, or just the builds I did in general. And then just one time I finally figured out how to get the organized debug, and it's from the from Twisted Maxie's organized debug mod or something, and I love it, and I can just put it on and off because sometimes when I did the cheat with the show live edit objects, show hidden objects, and I was just searching and searching and searching for all of the items I wanted, and now I figured how to put it on and off, and this just made my life so much easier. And if you want, I'm gonna link the website for this mod down below, so if you want to use it. I'm still figuring out how to use it, and also with the tool mod I'm also figuring out how to use it, so don't expect any masterpieces from me with those mods, but I'm just figuring it out. And I figured like these builds, when I put them on YouTube, I'm so much more perfectionistic about it, and I just want it to be perfect, or I want to like it, and I want you guys to like it and not click on a video and think, what's this person doing? So yeah, I'm just trying to pay more attention to everything in my builds, and not just the landscaping but also the inside, and not just put any furniture anywhere because I don't want to play anymore. So, and also the new For Rent pack is almost coming out. By the time you're watching this, it's already out, so I guess you've seen a lot of videos, so have I, and I want that pack so badly. I want to play with it also because I saw the trailer and I saw some build buy overviews from some YouTubers, and I really liked it. I like the furniture, I like the gameplay because we can finally rent out apartments or lots, and I'm so excited. I do, however, think The Sims 4 is going on for a little bit too long, because when you see the clothing or the furniture from the Get to Work expansion pack, for example, or the Get Together expansion pack, it's so different than for the high school years or the growing together years. So the clothing styles, the furniture, I don't know, I just almost never use the stuff from those packs, and it's sad really because those are pretty great packs. And also for the interior I used a little bit more base game, also these doors indoor that I don't use ever, and also these wallpapers I practically never use. So I also struggled a lot with this basement, with the stairs, because the railing was deleting every couple of seconds, and then I figured like it would be a secret basement because I put the door in this closet, and I put these hangers and cubes from Dream Home Decorator, and I know I have to stop using these things, but I used the rounded ones instead of the square ones. But anyway, I play tested it and it worked, and I was so glad it worked. So maybe the one who is an athlete or whatever job you want them to be, they know about the basement, but their guests don't. So it's a secret basement, but it's not so secret when the guests hang up their coat. But anyway, it's a secret basement. But I also thought maybe these Sims aren't the outgoing Sims. They don't like to invite people to their home. They are a little bit more to themselves. And also maybe because they don't want the neighbors to find out about the secret basement or the secrets they have in the basement. They don't have that much secret stuff in the basement. They just have some stolen stuff. But I thought for storyline, that would be fun. But of course you can make it just how you like it. And I'm really proud of this house actually, although I'm looking at it and it could be better, I know, but I actually like how it turned out. Like the furniture I've used, and also the furniture I've used that I don't use often. So yeah, I really like it. And this build was also kind of a challenge, kind of not, but it kind of is, because it's like a one-story home if you don't count the basement, and I almost never make one-story homes, and So that was also kind of a challenge, but also because I didn't put an office in the build. And normally 9 times out of 10 I put an office in my builds. And maybe it's because my dad has an office at home and it's just what I'm used to. So yeah, I think it's weird to put like the desk in the living room or a computer in the kitchen, or I don't know, if it's in a bedroom or something, it's fine, but I normally don't put desks in the parents' bedrooms. Maybe because my parents didn't have a desk in the room. So it's just, I'm just trying different things and not have every build look the same. But by now you've heard me say that a couple of times, so I'll shut up. Anyway, the kitchen, this was also a challenge. I didn't put a dining table here because maybe, yeah, to be honest, they don't have any space, or you need to make the kitchen a little bit different. But I thought they're young and they don't really know what they want in a house, and maybe this is the first house that come on the market. So I thought maybe they just had the island, and if they're expanding their family or the child is a little bit older, maybe they'll move to a slightly bigger house or maybe just a different house so they have more place in the kitchen. But yeah, anyway, I wanted this house not to feel very luxurious, and I think it worked pretty good. So I also put a dog bowl here, and I know I said in my last video I have a lot of dogs in my save file, and maybe it's because I think I have a lot of cats because I have cats at home, so maybe I think I make more cats than dogs, but really I make more dogs than cats, so something to keep in mind. So now we're moving on to the bathroom, and I actually really like the bathroom. I put a lot of effort in it to clutter it up just a little bit more than I usually do, and also use different items I normally don't use. So this shower tub combo I use a lot, but in a different swatch. And I decided to use a different toilet than what I normally use, and also a different sink and mirror and just normal clutter. And I actually like how it turned out. I'm really proud of this bathroom. It looks maybe a little bit outdated with the kind of things I used, but I kind of like it, yeah. And now we're moving on to the bedroom, and in this bedroom I wanted it to feel like they are kind of struggling with money, or they just don't really have a lot of money to decorate their bedroom. And I also wanted it to feel like they just kept some older furniture, maybe some furniture they got from their parents or maybe from the flea market, and they just put a lot of money in the living room and kitchen, and so everything looks great when people are coming over, but in their bedroom itself it isn't really high-end decorated, and maybe a lot of hand-me-downs. But I also kind of liked how it turned out. I would normally not make a bedroom like this, but I just think it has a little bit more character like this, and I actually kind of like it. So now we're moving on to the infant's room, and this is also, maybe they got a lot of stuff from other people, or maybe they just bought a few new things and wanted to have a great life or a great childhood for their child. And yeah, I wanted it to not feel overwhelmed with toys and colors and furniture, because I wanted it to feel like they don't really have a lot of money. So I just put a few toys and a few necessities for your baby or infant. And now we're moving on to the basement, and to be honest I put a lot of decorations here, but you can make it a gym or something else and have it a lot more functional if you want. I just thought it would be fun to put a lot of stolen things here and just this punching bag, and that's kind of it for the basement. So we're near the end of the video, and I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to leave it a thumbs up, and if you have any comments, tips, tricks, just leave them in the comments down below. And if you like my builds, if you want to see more of my builds, make sure to subscribe as well and turn the post notifications so you don't miss an upload. And as always, this build is on the gallery under my gallery ID, noathemoney. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!
What happens when the world ends? At least this is an okay bar for running into you. It's an awful house, and I wanted to get you out. I'm working on a plan right now to come through. I've waited for a lifetime for you to calm down. Oh, nothing feels the same